Hi everyone, it's Nicole Lamro coming to you live from the headquarters in Alexandria, Virginia of the National Association of Free and Charitable Clinics. We wanted to provide you with a video blog regarding the Supreme Court's decision on the Affordable Care Act. On June 28th, the United States Supreme Court ruled that the Affordable Care Act and all of its components, including the individual mandate that requires Americans to purchase health insurance, was constitutional. This has been one of the most watched cases for the United States Supreme Court, and for many, when Justice Roberts ruled today that it was constitutional, it came as a great surprise. One of the areas that the National Association will be watching very closely will be how states interpret the expansion of Medicaid. Originally, in the law, it was stated that states were required to expand Medicaid to 133% below poverty, and if they did not, all of their Medicaid money would be removed. However, the court did say today that while Congress does have the right to ask states to expand their Medicaid programs to 133%, states now have the ability to opt out, and they would not lose their current Medicaid funding. To put that a little bit more clearly, states that choose to expand their Medicaid to 133% will be eligible for additional funding from the federal government. Those states who do not expand their programs will not be eligible for new funding, but will not lose their current funding for Medicaid. While there were 26 states who brought this case before the Supreme Court, the NAFC will be watching those states very closely to see what they do with respect to expansion of Medicaid. As you all know, many of our patients are working on incredibly limited budgets. They may not have enough money to purchase health insurance from the exchanges. The NAFC and our member clinics remain committed to building a healthy America one patient at a time. And as we have done for decades, we will continue to serve as a gap filler for those patients who have limited access to health care. We recognize that this bill, or law now, in its form, still leaves many things to question, especially when it comes to affordability and accessibility for health care. While there are some great parts of this legislation, we recognize that for the medically underserved, there still is much more that needs to be done. As members of the National Association of Free Clinics, and those of you who have visited our site, we encourage you to keep contacting the NAFC. You can email us at info@nafcclinics.org, or you can continue to check here on this website or on our Facebook page or our Twitter account to hear more about what we are doing to help service the uninsured and underserved in our country. We thank you very much. We look forward to talking to you soon.